it's a scary place. But when you get there, and it's scary in a sense of you just haven't been down this dark alley before, you just haven't been down this street before, or you haven't visited this country before. It is simply new. You're in complete control. Because you are the author, you are sovereign. It is you who decide, am I going to make this right step or am I going to make this left step? As you decide, am I going to take this moment in the middle of this chaos to just sit down and give myself a hug? You're completely sovereign in that. And you're completely sovereign again in this purpose. Now, I want to be clear. You enjoying the existence of you just for you. Like Nairi enjoying Nairi is just like, guys, that's the best thing ever. That, like, I'm in the sweetest of sweet spots with Nairi, just loving on Nairi, which means when I get around other people, guys, like, I love me so now I got plenty of time to talk to y'all. Like, what we doing here? Like, now you put me in the space of peopling. Look, I'm getting excited about people, and there ain't nobody here. It's just me in my own office at home. So look, that's deconditioning. You got to excavate and get rid of the stuff that don't serve you. You have to elevate and evolve. You've got to grow. Give yourself some new seeds to plant. And I've got 4 amazing seeds that really sort of marry into this model in a beautiful way. We can get into that in another video. But those 4 seeds, there's another video on this. Genuine relationships, open exchange, joint effort, collective support. These are going to be your friends. But again, beyond these seeds, there's the seeds of reading. There's the seeds of physical exercise. There's the seeds of yoga. There are lots of beautiful seeds that you can sow that are particular to what you are trying to grow for yourself. And so we can figure out, sort of what that piece is. But again, from a deconditioning standpoint, you've got to be, again, in that second phase, growing. How? What are those tools? Pulling that in. And then that third phase where you got to iterate and integrate. You just can't sit on the good idea. You just can't sit on the stuff that you need to grow. Good food in, more water in, good stuff grows from that, right? And so we have to think about, if I want to get from point A to point B, I actually got to get up and do something. If I want to lose X pounds, if I want to gain X certification, what's the process of getting that certification? What do I need? What do I not have? I got to do that gap assessment. So in that process of the eyes, this space that you've been growing, now that you've empowered to sort of say, this feels like me, or now I feel like I'm getting closer and I'm touching this, and let me keep going in this direction. You have to now get active. Your potential has to become kinetic in that iteration, in that integration phase. And then that final stage, which, because it's such a culmination of all of that, it's the Ubermensch. It's the you. In some ways, one word I use for that is Naimoji. That's the essence of you. When you get to the you, you're self-actualized. You realize who you are. This isn't about a state of perfection. This isn't about somebody's definition of what it means to be enlightened or sainthood or any of that. It is you feeling, seeing, recognize, doing, being who you know you to be inside. Like, it's just as simple. It's like getting to that space. That's that space you want to be in, because it feels fucking amazing to really just be like, I'm not in my own world. My wife, my kids, my friends, my family, my community, the boards I serve on, the community problems I'm looking to, how can I help solve, running a business, right? Starting my own company, right? Like all of these things. But no matter all of that stuff, I sit in this space of going, well, I'm just not here. I'm not here in all those places. With a deep bag of tools, with a command of who I am, to be able to communicate appropriately at whatever language level or conversation that I'm in. And so that space of being the you, that Ubermensch, Man, it's when you know. It's when you know that the journey that you're on is your journey. Like you know you're customizing. Like, well, I know immediately when somebody says something to me in the sense of, I was like, okay, not that that's not a good idea. It's just out of interest to me. Because I'm authoring the story. And so whatever comes to me, as the universe is conspiring to meet me where I am, which I firmly believe in, it's going to resonate, it's going to click. So in my being, I don't got to force it. I don't got, like, it's going to organically happen. When you're in that ubermensch, that's what everything feels like. It's not this sense of patience. It's not this sense of, guys, all I got is today. Like, sometimes I'll be like, oh man, I can't wait till this blow up. And I'll be like, man, please, I'm chilling today. Like, this is, like, I've done some lead generation activities, right? I've worked on my content, right? I've recorded the videos that the team has asked me to record from, right? I've spent some time with my family, right? Now I got some time in my office to myself, right? And so now it's just like, guys, I ain't trying to do there ain't nothing else I want to do today, y'all. I just want to chill, right? With the WNBA playoffs on, I'm definitely going to get off here to sort of get on the tube and check that out. But that's deconditioning. Deconditioning is really that pathway of getting to your authentic self. It's certainly about that authentic mastery. And there are 4 stages that once you start becomes ubiquitous. The 3 of them. The 4th one is actually a state of being, which is the combination of those. So when you get those rolling, and that 3 is, you've got to excavate. You've got to evolve your thinking. You've got to evolve the information, the awareness, the lens, the perspective by which you're looking at things. And you've got to start practicing. You've got to start integrating in that space, trying to apply these things and figuring out what fits and what fits to you in such a sovereign way. And as you start to go through this process and this iteration, and as the ebbs and flow of life is happening and this process is becoming more and more organic to you, that's actually just going to morph into this you, where even as that process is happening, you've got such a command and such an awareness of it that you're just moving together in it. So I'm just going to close on this. I salute the divine in you.